Hi, welcome back channel, TrainStation2. Alright, happy to get first again in the third competitions, and we managed to claim 2 legendaries, both the one that comes with 1000 event coins and 4000 event keys. So that is the one of the main objective for me playing events generally, is to get many of this legendary train set. Of course, the next target definitely. Hopefully we can get the epic as well as the special building, most likely to forego the common as well as the rare. But again, let's see how things work out. If there's a chance of getting another maybe rare or common train, why not? So as usual, starting late is the key to winning. And that's not all. You know, make sure you're prepared for your next competition by having the EP head start. That means doing up 3 jobs of very high EP and not collecting until the start of the competitions. And when I mean late, it's about 12 hours late or so. Once you goes into that mode of always having the habit of starting late between 10 to 12 hours, you get the hang of it, whereby you are competing with relatively fair players, I would call it, whereby they don't spend gems. So with that context, you are being more relaxed. I think that is really those real players that you will play with, and not those that throw gems all the way. So that being said, make sure you upgrade your factories and your trains as well. Capacity is always important. Now let's share this steel fort with you. Really beautiful train here. Alright, so that's the 4000 keys legendary train, and hopefully after later on we can share you the beautiful train using those 1000 coins versus after the third competition. So I'm quite lucky for this event. 350 coins for every first you get. So far so good. Another 2 hours or so, I think I more or less secured it. And I'm going to share with you as well at the end of this video the amount of gold you can get when you have 600 of those union points. For now, we really got to work hard. For the legendary, it's going to cost about 2005. If you want to go ahead to do that 500 for the special building to get 80 population, go ahead. I mean, that is a must you must get, of course. Why so? Because getting 80 population is not easy. You know, it costs a lot in terms of this time and effort. So getting 80 straight away population, I meant, from the special building, it is a must that you can collect special building. So that's it. Then work on the other trains as well. In terms of competitions, always it's important you join a good union, so you can get a good number of those union points. Having active members in the union is relatively important. I usually do my part. I mean, to be fair to other players who contribute much, we will kick away inactive players, probably I would say those that doesn't participate or get 0 EP. So it is really something that we look forward to, having really active players joining the union. With kicking away probably 2 slots extras. If you wish to, please come and join the union, provided you active. If not, I'm sorry, they say that we will need to be fair to the rest, and I'm gonna kick inactive players out. So that's how it works in a union. That's back to the warehouse I'm talking about in terms of population. Use the 5 building technique. We're always mentioning this 5 building technique, whereby you lay out 5 buildings of really low levels below 5. Then with that level 1 to 4 or so buildings laid out, always just have 5 of them. The reason why is because there's constant requests of building upgrades. That's 4 of them. So if you have 5 buildings, you can actually immediately after bidding one of those requests that you can't do, the 5th one will appear on the so to speak the 5th building, right? So that's how it works. So you can basically bin away one job and watch another video to bin another one that you can't do. Normally I'll bin away those that cause a lot of blue maps, because blue maps are very precious, which means that you got to really work hard in the event to get blue maps. The other way to get blue maps is definitely from the greedy captain, whereby you're going to fulfill all the requests of the ship captains, and then you get blue maps from there. In addition to that, watch the video, you get a ×2 number of blue maps. Okay, so back to the competitions, you can see here, you must really important to know your dispatches is limited. You need to make sure you send up those dispatches with the maximum train, then they can basically have highest capacity. Alright, so with getting first, normally we get an icon, but no, I'm not going to change that owner picture. I always go back to Santa Claus, that's my unique one. So that is my representative icon. So later on, I'm going to show you really exciting. Best part here is again the next legendary you're going to collect right now. Alright, so 2 legendaries in addition to what I already have. So in total we have about, I think, 5 of those event legendary. That makes a strong fleet in a new region. Definitely going to upgrade them, and it really costs a lot, almost like 8 or 9,000 per upgrade, so it's really tough. Lots of those parts as well, so I'm hoping eventually from the events we can get more of those parts as needed, and of course gold as well. There's always a limit to the number of golds you can get. So I'm not forgetting, as I mentioned earlier, union points. Make sure you get good number of union points. So I got here 173. We would have basically save up to 600 already, and I'm going to claim that 57,500 and do about probably 5 or 6 upgrades with the balance savings that I have, about 61,000. A lot of epic parts. I'm going to do that epic upgrades for sure. Legendary we can't, unfortunately, because insufficient of those parts. After 63 we're going to 64. I think we're a long way to go to make sure it's 80, so I'm going to save up those legendary probably during the Train Tycoon. Now just going to make sure we go and do upgrades that we can, and definitely important to diversify the upgrades from a different engine type. So I'm looking around to make sure I have a good diversified train so we can upgrade, and then hopefully when it tie with a really difficult restrictioned event, we will basically be able to do that as well. So rare parts is something we're going to really try to save up as well. Alright, thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Time for the good rest. Goodbye.